Yeah, and when you look at this, we have different aspects, like you're saying, physically, psychologically, socially, economically, the impact is so massive, okay? From the physical aspect, then you find somebody who has gotten some conditions, issues with their liver. Some also get challenges when it comes to even their general health, when you talk even about their immunity and all that, okay? So when you look at this, you find that the level of impact, to a particular person, it can be massive. But like David is saying, it depends with different people. There's some that are able to handle large amounts of alcohol content or even some certain substances that they're using. And you may find that with them, they're able to, just control and they're able to function a little bit better than a certain number of people who can be affected in such a big way. The other thing is when you look at the psychological part of it, somebody who is unable to even be in charge of themselves, you find that this is somebody who gets into some sort of some mental health condition. Remember when you had issues with your monies, and by the next morning, you are sober and you realize that, by the mere fact that you drank, you never sorted out the whole lot of the challenges that you had yesterday. That may actually accelerate the level of manifestation of a certain mental health condition, say depression, okay? Every other time, you may also find somebody who is anxious, by the mere fact that they don't know where they're going to get their next sip, or the next bottle, or even get some money, to buy some French fries. They're always anxious. And this may actually disorient you in such a big way. The other bit is you may find somebody who is unable to coordinate themselves in a good way, okay? Their level of coordination or even making judgment is highly affected. And this is why we say somebody who is under the influence of a certain substance, say they're addicted, they are highly prone to even contracting some diseases. Talk about HIV, because this is somebody who is under the influence. You can't you can't take them that they'll be able to even wear a condom in the right way. Or even think of using protection when they're engaging. And you see where these substances are found, every other person probably in that particular location is also in a similar condition, okay? So for them getting to a level whereby they're able to even talk out, we need to get some protection for us to engage, then they're unable to reason. So that might compromise their general health, okay? Talk about the social aspect. And David was talking about the way the family is affected. I'm actually a silent survivor. And when I talk about this, my daddy was an alcoholic. He's actually a recovering alcoholic, okay? Today, he's 1 year, approximately 4 months, clean. And we thank God for that, okay? But it has been a journey. And you find that when you look at the sons and daughters of somebody who is into a certain addiction, that father love, that mother love is never there. And you need time to engage with them. Like for a lady, we always say that their first love, it would be their father, okay? For the man, they need the man, the father figure, for them to feel insecure, for them to be in charge, okay? We say that a man will be able to groom out, to bring out the lion in you, and you'll be able to stand firm, on your own, make tough decisions, and be able to walk in a straight way in life, okay? So you find that socially at home at first, they're really affected by a particular addiction. And you may realize that also managing addiction may be a bit expensive for them, okay? So you find that this will take a tall order on their financial status, like in most cases, you find that rehabilitation, it will take between 45 to 60,000 in a month. Okay, and considering that we're living in hard times, and especially with the COVID-19, this may not be so good when it comes to how we get to manage this particular situation. At the workplace, these are people who are performing very well, but once they get into any form of those addictions that you have mentioned about, their performance goes low. So this is somebody who you can't expect to be up there in terms of their performance, somebody who that they were on the the first lane when it comes to their delivery in terms of their productivity. So they're highly affected.
Yeah.
And not mentioning that the financial aspect, the economic aspect, remember they contribute highly to the GDP of the country, okay?
Yeah.
And when one is rendered not in a position to actually perform, then that means we won't be paying tax, you know, we will be contributing towards the welfare of the community, and this can be a very big challenge for both the family, the individual, and the community at large. Yes.
Okay, and I want to understand from David's perspective, when a certain addiction goes untreated, or if it does require treatment, if it goes untreated or inachiliwa too, what are some of the long-term consequences that it might have? Maybe someone wasn't able to go to a rehabilitation center, for example,